I always used to want to do everything right. I had a problem with perfectionism, but with a much better understanding of Christ, I've gained that release of that pressure to want to be perfect. I'm originally from Nigeria. I come from a family of missionaries. I've always been brought up with the acts of service being portrayed by a lot of people in my family, and that is something that I've picked up as being part of my identity. The first time I remember giving my life to Christ was when I was in grade 1. I think I was around 6 years old. However, going into, I would say, like university or like sort of the next phase of my life, when I got out of that environment of everybody being Christian and things like that, I started having to make a choice, and it took me a while to fully understand who God was. I also had a lot of guilt and shame that came with that, so I was very conflicted. But in the midst of that, confliction, I think God showed His love for me because my faith had felt more transactional. Like if I do the right thing, then I'll feel good. And through a lot of guidance from people in this church, I was able to understand that God's love is not transactional. I was able to gain a very good education, like foundation, from the sacrifices of people who left their homes to come over to Nigeria and preach the gospel. So that was that first initial encounter of the church and the community, impacting my life. If I move to the present and to faith, in particular, I think it has given me not only guidance but an opportunity to express myself. And for example, I've always been interested in technology. I've always wanted to play around with different things, audio equipment and things of that nature, and I never had that opportunity to be able to do that until I was given that opportunity and trust in this church to be able to serve and do that in that manner. I think another thing as well is a lot of the counseling that I've got from different members of this church and this church in general. I believe in social entrepreneurship. I come from an environment in Nigeria that lacks, some basic things to help people, give them an opportunity to progress in life. And I feel I'm trying to find the perfect medium or find a solution that can help improve people's lives. Well, you can definitely find me here, especially on Sundays. um, Helping out in church is such a huge passion for me. I think being able to provide different avenues for people to worship and to engage in worship, I think it's very important. Most of the days I'm engaged with work. I'm trying to get more involved in the startup community over here because I think it would help me understand how to start a business. I'm always looking to meet new people, to talk to them about what their dreams and hopes are. And if there's one way or a piece of information that I have, I'm always looking to help provide that, because it's so valuable to know to help someone if you know something that can help them out.